Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to Divinity Original Sin. So I have taken a quick
I
look.
give not you for lost. From this descent, celestial virtues rising will appear more glorious and more dread than from no fall.
Alright, so the secrets from the stars are hidden star stones, and some of them we've already found. At least one of them we've already found. I'm not sure which of these. Mundane secrets are like hidden chests and things like that, and secrets of the trade are hidden skill books, some of which are unique. So we will want eventually, we'll probably just want to get them all eventually anyway. That said, high perception is kind of the key to finding those. You can find them all normally anyway if you look in the right places and stuff like that. Anyway, let's go ahead and start selling off some things that we don't care about. I'm going to keep that. The orc armor, we can sell. Old half-pike, superior two-handed axe. Superior axe. The leader's sharp scythe of the geomancer. Not really getting a whole lot. Brock's one-handed axe. I can sell off the old saber, but I think that's something that I think we can do something with that, so not going to just yet. I don't need that hammer. We have plenty. And then miscellaneous junk. There we go. Alright, so the two books are going to be worth a lot. In the original Divinity Original Sin, rather than this enhanced edition, these restocked every level. It was... I don't know if it was a bug per se or an unintended situation, but it was extraordinarily overpowered, is what I would say. Alright, so we'll go ahead and sell that stuff, and we have these two books. Alright, I will take my leave. Alright, Ancient Tome of Body Mastery. Book has disappeared, and I now have an extra attribute point. It's pretty nice. Pretty nice. You know what? I was just talking about it. Let's get some more perception. There we go. Compendium of Mortal Techniques. And we now have 4 spare ability points here. Let's see. So, what do we want? You know, tempted to just bump up bow right now. That would be pretty good. Could get Geomancer, but I can get Geomancer later. I'm probably not going to get any more Scoundrel. Probably not going to get any more of that. Not going to get any craftsmanship, and I'm not going to get any nasty deeds either. Eventually, I may put some points into defense, specifically bodybuilding and willpower. Getting those up is good. But for now, let's take that bow skill. There we go. Alright, so we'll do more damage with the bow. So unfortunately, you can only get one, so... Like, if you're playing this 2-player, I gotta decide who gets those. So, yeah. Anyway, the other things we will get later. You can get a lot of money pretty quick by crafting and selling stuff. Like, I could use all of my armor, not my armoring and stuff like that to... No, what am I saying? The craftsmanship on other people, I could use that to make a whole bunch of weapons. I mean, those weapons didn't sell for a whole lot, but they sold reasonably well. Alright, Six Axe, come back here. Come back here. But yeah, so they sell reasonably well, and you can make a lot of them. Just go, like, there's still some places that I haven't mined yet. I may want to do that off camera at some point.
Good to see you on the shelter plane. A home away from home, is it not?
Let's discuss the rooms I've discovered here in the shelter plane.
Most certainly.
Anything you can tell me about the Teller of Secrets?
No more than that she is privy to secrets even I have a hard time getting to the root of. The Weaver told me she knows about starstones, where they are hiding in the dark.
Okay.
She'll ask you for a price for such information, this sharer of secrets. But then again, that information is quite priceless, is it not?
I don't know about that. Alright, let's change the subject. I'll take my leave, and you.
How might I serve our mission?
Let's talk about the rooms I've discovered.
Threads I weave and tales I see. All will I tell.
We met with a woman who calls herself a Teller of Secrets. What's her story?
Her story is the story of 1,000 tales. She has traveled the celestial sphere that is Rivellon more extensively than even the historian has.
Can't get pixie dust from her, so that's pretty good if you want pixie dust.
Once upon a time, her favorite words, she was of incalculable importance during the wars against the Void Guards that threatened the creation of the gods.
Okay, but has she, like, forgotten her name or something?
Wherever they hid, she found them. What plans they thought most secretive, she knew them. Teller of Secrets is her title, for in her world there are none.
Well, she didn't tell me how many licks it takes to get to the Tootsie Roll center of a Tootsie Pop. I don't know that she really truly knows secrets. Alright, well, in that case, let us make our way back to Silver Glen Road. Because it is now time to go to a new area. Alright. Let's go. Alright, well, we got some XP for that. I have no idea how much. We have a waypoint shrine here. There
Hail,
is...
Source Hunter.
Oh.
Good to see you've
Hi.
reached Luculla Forest. There were times when I came to this neck of the woods just to whiff its wholesome air. Alas, that it is thick with sorcery these days.
Don't mind me, I was just looking at your stuff. I don't see anything good. Sorcery abounds, does it?
It surrounds us here, like an invisible mist. Takes cat's eyes to see it creep. Even so, it's plain as day to the east, all about Ikara's cabin. Immaculate's beset it, no doubt under Leandra's orders.
Well, we should probably go there then.
If she has ordered such thorough defenses of her sister's cabin, we may be certain that whatever lies within will be a prize more precious than butter-baked plaice.
I think there's a lot of prizes more precious than that, sir. I understand you may be a little bit biased, but still.
That means Ikara herself must be there, Hunter. And it is essential that you find her. Only she can shed light on the details of Leandra's plans.
Yeah, thank you for your counsel. High time to mosey on.
Ha! Zigzags would see you dash rather than mosey. But matters such as these require a thoughtful approach.
And a lazy approach.
Leandra and her cronies may be lunatics all, but they're far from brainless. So be wary, Hunter, and be safe.
Don't worry. They'll be brainless once I'm done braining them. Alright, bye. And off he goes. Oh, there is a Whisperwood over there. Let's go grab that. Alright, so there is another town here. We got some blood up this way. Quite a bit of blood, actually. Can't really see too much else going on. We got some sort of little shrine here I want to take a look at. And I do believe that this is the town. That is the start of the town. We shall get there eventually, but for now, let's head this way, maybe see about finding Ikara's cabin. Grab that Stardust Herb. Alfie. Okay, there's a fly agaric mushroom. Let's grab that. Deep pit with glowing blue down there. Okay, camera does not like being in this area. Oh, there's a chest over there. Well, don't mind if I do.
I am fine. Fortunate.
Let's see what's inside. A nice clawed fire wand, level 9, and a tremor grenade. Let's go ahead and send that tremor grenade over to Medora and send the wand over to Hanako. Okay, can't go that way. Oh, hello. Immaculate Summoner.
Ah, the Source Hunter. It is my greatest pleasure to announce to you that we Immaculates have captured the feared White Witch and quarantined her house of horrors.
Got some Fahrenheit. Got some Cloak and Dagger skill book. I think we'll just take the stuff off your corpse. You have, huh?
Yes, the greatest known threat to Rivellon has been neutralized. Thanks in no small part to you, Source Hunter. Your activities in Sicil drove the snake to her den, and that's where we Immaculates sprang our trap.
I need to question the White Witch about her involvement in the murder of Counselor Jake.
Ah, the High Counselor of Sicil. We mourned his tragic death. Yes, every Immaculate honors the memory of that noble man.
You know, if you keep this up, I'm going to have to sully you really badly. Namely with your blood all over your I assume, immaculate robes.
Still, Source Hunter, I am sworn on my life to guard this quarantine. I serve a higher authority than yours, and will not waver in my duty.
And there is no authority higher than that of my boot soles. I could go Intimidate. I have no bonus to that. You said you mourned the death of Counselor Jake. With your help, we can put this murder to rest. But I have a penalty to that one. You and I clearly serve the same side. I have no reason to compromise your capture of the White Witch. I'm totally lying, by the way. Alright, reason 2, reason 5. Well, I mean, that seems pretty good. Skizors, and... Alright, so... He thinks that I would go for... paper. In which case, he would go for scissors. but because of that, he would go for rock again. No, let's go for rock. Dang it. Rock again? Yeah, there we go. Nope. I'm messing things up. There we go. Rock again. And I have one.
If you're certain, I suppose I can trust the word of one of your esteemed order. Go on then, Source Hunter. But please tell no Immaculate I let you pass, or it will be my life.
I kind of do. Want to tell them that you let me pass. I have no idea what your name is, so that makes it a little bit difficult. Let's grab those mushrooms.
Something isn't right here. It could be an ambush.
That's it's a big purple field there. Got some more bluegill mushrooms over here. Got some XP. Mushroom Ikari.
I sung of chaos and eternal night, taught by the heavenly muse to venture down the darkest descent, and up to reascend.
There's an orc over there.
Excuse us. We had something lodged in our windpipe.
A talking mushroom. Now I've seen everything.
Oh, somehow we doubt that very much. Have you ever seen a dragon's pajamas?
Yeah, every night.
A rat in a Sunday hat?
Yep.
No.
Every Sunday.
Force Hunter. We do believe this life hasn't finished surprising you. Not in the least.
No, I'm pretty sure I'm completely surprised out. What do you know about this barrier?
It's quite a lovely sort of barrier, isn't it? Who doesn't enjoy a gentle, breezy motion against one's backside after all?
Okay, that's a little creepy.
Then again, we suspect it's been hoisted up by some not-so-savoury characters, and we happen to know just how to remove it. The only trouble is finding the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person to entrust such a secret to.
I may be that sort of person.
Here's what we propose. We've a fresh batch of 3 brain teasers hot off our thinking caps. Perhaps, if you can answer them correctly, we might find you spirited enough to entrust with the barrier's deepest, darkest secrets.
Sure. Also, by the way, if you don't find me that, I might be having some roast mushrooms for dinner tonight.
But it isn't all fun and games. We hardly offer second chances to the beriddled. If you give us a single false answer, we'll clam up like morning glories at midnight. So, do you have what it takes?
Maybe later, thanks.
That is your right. I must say, though, that I've never before seen a chicken so perfectly formed into the shape of a human. What's your secret?
Well, you see, first you have to be exceptionally chicken-like, and then eat some human nuggets. Works every single time. I'll take my leave. Alright, let's get a temp save.
Are you so desperate for company that you've taken to befriending fungi? Well, we're glad to hear it.
I mean, I heard you were a fun guy.
It's quite a lovely sort of... But then again, we suspect... Here's what we... But it
All right,
isn't all
I'm
fun
up to the
and this
challenge.
is better news than the Orc Queen misplacing her thumbscrew. But enough delays.
Really?
Let us begin. Your first riddle begins thus. The ravenous brute tore down my chartreuse gown, ripped out my silken hair by its roots, wrenched my children from me, and fed me to the hogs. Who am I?
An ear of corn, a pumpkin, a sheep. I think that would be... Let's see. Chartreuse gown. I don't actually remember what color chartreuse is. Silken hair by its roots makes me think ear of corn. Wrenched my children from me. That could be the corn kernels itself. And fed me to the hogs, i.e. giving the cobs to pigs to eat. But a pumpkin could also be that. Pigs do like pumpkins. It's not sheep. Tore down my chartreuse gown. I think it's an ear of corn.
That's right. An ear of corn fits perfectly.
Bravo!
Yeah,
Bravo!
there we go.
Bravissimo! An ear of corn indeed. Can you imagine a sheep in a chartreuse gown?
I'm picturing it now.
A pumpkin with silken hair?
I'm picturing that here now,
The fantasies
too.
of a fool. Now, on to our second riddle. And this one's sure to stump you.
I don't know about sure to.
I cannot lie, I cannot lay, but only lie. Who am I?
Politician, a stone, a warlock. Stone lays where it lies. That's the only thing I can think of. Stone?
That's right. A stone fits perfectly.
You've done it again! I'm thrilled. I'm amazed. I'm liable to present the very last riddle.
Oh, goody.
This one will blow you out of your stockings.
I'm not wearing
so
stockings.
Hold on tight.
I can't. I am not wearing stockings. Oh, no!
A neck as long as twice the width of a toad's tail. As many eyes as half the number of seasons per annum. I'm known to cause hurricanes in the Far East merely by taking off 2 minutes too late. Who am I?
Butterfly? Yeah, butterfly. All right. Yeah, weather vane and man, that do not make sense at all. Butterfly. You didn't have anything to say about... Okay, fine.
Ooh, very good. Very good. The last person who tried to solve that riddle puffed away in a small impish huff, mumbling about space-time. But
Zigzags?
not you. You stuck it out until the very end, you crafty little so-and-so.
You know, I'm still having the feeling that I might be having some roast mushrooms for dinner.
Sir, what would you like to know?
Well, what do you know about this barrier? And what do you know about Saren?
One thing we know for certain. This barrier doesn't belong here. The wizard Maradino knew as much when he started poking around here. He developed a spell to remove it, but his fancy was caught elsewhere before he bothered to implement it.
Alright, so we gotta go get that spell from him then, alright?
Down the spell dropped, and up we scooped
Oh.
it. Unfortunately, we aren't quite human enough to get it to work. But you've proven yourself just the right sort of clever, sort of intrepid sort of person we'd love to entrust such a secret to.
Well, give it to me. Gimme. Gimme. What do you know about the White Witch?
We thought you'd never ask. What would you like to know?
Who is she exactly?
Some call her the Guardian of Luculla. And by our estimations, she's more than earned the title. She's a healing witch, concerned mostly with the safety of the living souls, animals and plants alike, of this forest.
Oh, well, she does seem like a nice person then.
And she's been here since even before our great-great-great-great-grandmother, Francisca Toadstool the 44th, can recall. We've long lodged adjacent to her little cabin, and she used to greet us with a "How do you do?" every morning.
Alright, you're creeping me out. How do you have a grandmother? I don't think fungus has, like plants have, I mean, some plants are gendered. Most of them just have gendered parts, for, you know, pollen and pollination and stuff like that. I don't think fungus does. There might be a few that do, I suppose.
We do hope she's not entangled in anything unsavory. What a shame it'd be if someone with a penchant for heavy-handed hoe-wielding moved in.
Don't tempt me. Do you know anything about the White Witch's involvement in the murder of Counselor Jake?
Murder? That doesn't sound like her at all, no. Much more interested in patching things up than tearing them down, that
Well, maybe
one.
she went crazy.
Then again, It's hard to tell on what stalk a person truly stands until you've seen them at the end of their rope. Isn't that so? We suppose if someone held a sword to our caps, we'd fight 'em with every last spore we had.
You don't tempt me there. Also, mixed metaphors here. What stalk a person truly stands until you've seen them at the end of their rope? That's a hanging reference. Come on. Where is the White Witch anyway?
Somewhere in her cabin, as far as we know. The last we saw her, she and her apprentice Almina were rushing inside, whispering to one another. They seemed rather anxious. Perhaps they knew that those Immaculates were on their trail.
Perhaps I did.
A group of them followed some time after and erected the barrier around the cabin. We haven't seen the White Witch or Almina since.
Alright, I'll take my leave. Did I get this, barrier removal spell. Scribbled on an irregular scrap of parchment, this spell appears to have been written in quite a hurry. Alright. Let's go ahead and read it. Meridino the Magnificent and Merciful commands, mushrooms, make merry. By my masterful machinations, may this barrier be gone.
It appears Meridino had some talent mixed in with all that hot air.
He certainly knew how to remove magical barriers, if nothing else.
Alright, it is down. Give that over to Hanako there. Alright, so we can get inside the cabin. If I can actually see where the door is. I'm on the wrong side of it. I think I was. We got some containers there. No, that's just a flower. Don't mind me taking
I
those
guess someone else got here first.
flowers. Ah, there's the door. Alright. Okay, well, there's the door. There's another plant. We also have some baskets to look at, but that is going to wait until next time. See you then, everyone.